Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all think so, don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be lay, waist snatch, back, shrink back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Trampoline, back on Monday, Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Two of the bigger surprises of 2015, the Cards and Bengals, are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no. Run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, twisting away. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. Now the ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Space to run past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, 31 yards. And taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Spinning away. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Dalton, 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's got this down to the 35. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Dalton now to pass.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play action here with Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Getting ready for something coming left.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that's incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Vigil coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Detroit! Detroit! Watching now, Barney!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Dancing to his left. Caught by Nelson left side. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Preston Brown coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Watching now, Barney!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Gun! Watching now, Barney! Watching now, Barney! Gun!
3rd and long here for Rosen. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And that's going to go in the book. As a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
368!
First and 10 for Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are in for 6.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In some phases of life, that's what's known as the quick response team. Down 3, they come right back with a big return. They want to at least tie this game up.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Rosen looking to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 3rd down, Rosen. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. They'll try and sneak it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
I've been fortunate enough along the way to see 2-point conversion attempts in all levels of football. That's my first quarterback sneak. for a two-point conversion attempt. That's actually insulting to a defense. I'm just going to tell you straight up, if they didn't get this.
I was going to say they were insulting those guys in the middle, though. They stood tall. They won the trench battle.
Yeah, they did. I think they stared them all the way back to the bench like, are you kidding me? I cannot believe you made that call.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now, can they keep that momentum going? While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really...
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Marcus Golden in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Dalton here from the gun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th. Youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Rosen on 1st down. Throw right side going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now it's Rosen, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Detroit! Detroit!
4th down. Here's Rosen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Dalton, 1st and 10. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
368!
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another chance for Dalton. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throw it back across his body. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They go play action here on 1st down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Preston Brown. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Gun!
Here's Rosen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that'll make it third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Flushed out right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Ross on the return. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Johnson. And some room to roam now. Still shedding. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 37 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They give it to him running left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Robert Kimdichie coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And all the way up to the 49. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Second down, Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
There you go, 368. Heavy. 59.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the first. 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, 39 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's up and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
There you go, 368.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So their woes on offense continue.